everyone. Today we're making Persian Barberry rice with chicken or Zereshkpello using 2 whole chickens, 6 cups of Basmati rice, 6 ounces of dried barberries, 2 large onions, 6 garlic cloves, 2 large carrots, 1 teaspoon of saffron threads, 3 to 6 tablespoons of rose water, 6 cinnamon sticks, half a cup of slivered pistachios, 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric powder, 1.5 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon black pepper, 1 butter stick, 12 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 ounces of lavash bread, and 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. First, you want to saute your diced onions and a few tablespoons of olive oil and add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric contains bioactive compounds with powerful medicinal properties. Curcumin is the main active ingredient in turmeric, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects and is a very strong antioxidant. Next, you want to clean your whole chickens and remove the neck. I have cut my chicken in half and I'm actually using another frying pan that's next to this. So I'm doing the exact same thing that I'm doing for this pan for the other pan as well. Add a few tablespoons of olive oil as you want to saute the chicken on medium-high heat for 5 minutes on each side. You don't want to remove the chicken skin because it's a great method to keep the meat moist in the cooking process. I always prefer cooking with chicken pieces complete with bone and skin on. If you prefer, you can use skinless and boneless and reduce the cooking time slightly. Though chicken is most commonly served with Zereshkpello, beef or lamb stew pair equally well. I just added 1 tablespoon of whole black peppers. You don't want to use ground black pepper because it'll turn your chicken pieces slightly darker by the end of the cooking process. So you definitely want to use whole black peppers. Next, add 3 cups of hot water, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 sliced carrot, and 3 cinnamon sticks to really elevate the flavor of your chicken pieces and remove the unpleasant smell. This is the amount of ingredients for 1 pan, so I'm actually using double the amount for both pans. You're gonna let your chicken pieces cook for about an hour on medium heat, and now let's move on to the rice. Soak 6 cups of basmati rice in water for about 4 to 6 hours. Later, you're going to bring 10 to 12 cups of water to a boil and add 1 tablespoon of sea salt. Now it's time to add your soaked and drained rice to this boiling water and cook it until it's semi-cooked or par-cooked. Once your rice is par-cooked, you're going to drain it again, and now it's time to make our tadique. Tadique means the bottom of the pot. There are multiple kinds of tadique, but this time I'm creating a bread tadique with lavash bread or Persian flatbread. You want to bring 4 tablespoons of olive oil to heat, and once it starts to sizzle, you're going to add your flat, thin bread slices, and then you're going to add your par-cooked rice on top of it. Instead of lavash bread or Persian flatbread, you may use tortilla or matzah. Once that's done, you're going to add 1/4 of a cup water and let it steam for 40 to 45 minutes. To make your liquid saffron, combine half a cup of hot water with 1 teaspoon of saffron threads, and you're just going to let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. In a small saucepan or frying pan, gently melt 1 butter stick and add your rinsed dried barberries. Stir over low heat until your barberries have come to life and brightened. This step is done over low heat and no more than 2 to 4 minutes. You want to take care of them so they don't burn. Some Persian cooks prefer to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to their barberries to make them slightly sweet. After 2 to 5 minutes, remove your barberries and with the remaining butter that's in your pan, we're gonna make our tomato sauce for the chicken. Add 3 tablespoons of tomato paste and try to combine it with your butter on medium-low heat. You definitely want to keep the heat low so you don't burn the butter. Meanwhile, please subscribe to our channel and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Persian Barberry rice features many of the elements of Persian cooking. Barberries, which are quite tart and bright in color, are layered within the fluffy basmati rice and served with chicken, or if you prefer, with lamb or beef. Next, add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and half a tablespoon of sea salt to your tomato paste mixture. The wonderful thing about this dish is that saffron rice topped with delicious chicken strikes a perfect balance between being easy enough for a weeknight dinner and fancy enough for an elegant Persian feast. Now it's time to add 1 cup of chicken broth to complete your tomato sauce. While your chicken is cooking, you can use some of its broth to make this tomato sauce. And using chicken broth instead of just hot water will intensify the flavor of your tomato sauce. Once you have added chicken broth, bring it to a low simmer and cook your tomato paste for about 3 minutes. Zereshkpello, or Persian Barberry rice, is a delightful dance of sweet and sour. Whether you like it sweet or more on the tart side, this dish has something to offer to everyone. The barberries are brought to life in the company of butter while glistening with a luscious layer of saffron. The vision of mildly sweet and notably tart berries, light as a feather fluffy rice, and fork-tender chicken truly excites me, all on a plate in the company of crunchy tadique. I hope this recipe will inspire you to take a journey into the flavors of Persian cuisine. Unfortunately, barberries may be unavailable in some areas. There's no perfect substitute for these berries, but you can use cranberries, which almost close. Dried barberries are sour in taste and not at all sweet as compared to cranberries. The amount of tomato sauce that I prepared is actually adequate for both pans, so I'm just adding half of it to my almost cooked chickens. At this step, you may add 1/4 of a cup lemon juice to increase the acidity of your chicken pieces, but it's totally optional. Persian Barberry rice is one of the mixed rice dishes that you will find at small casual get-togethers, as well as larger Persian dinner parties, weddings, and most festive celebrations and holidays. Additionally, some individuals like to serve this dish side by side with chicken soup. The chicken is the main component of this recipe, and it is cooked separately in a tomato saffron sauce, so it is easy to make in large amounts. The same goes for the rice. And now it's time to add half of your liquid saffron to your chicken and keep the rest for your rice. The color of saffron looks so mesmerizing and beautiful. Next, add 1 to 3 tablespoons of rose water. This step is completely optional. I personally used 6 tablespoons of rose water for both pans, but you could totally skip this. Cover and cook your chicken on low heat for 20 minutes or until the chicken is fork tender. And my Persian Barberry rice with chicken is ready to be served. Once your rice is cooked, you want to mix it with your barberries, the remaining amount of liquid saffron, and half a cup of slivered pistachios. If you ask me, the tadique is secretly the best part of this iconic Persian dish. You want your tadique to be golden and crispy, which is absolutely enjoyable alongside this chicken and barberry rice. Persian barberry rice with chicken is a tangy, sweet, mouth-watering feast with plenty of protein, healthy fats, and is phytochemical rich. Please check out the description box for all the details about this recipe. I'll also include some links to where you can buy dried barberries online. Instead of using 2 whole chickens, you may use full chicken-like pieces, which will be equally delicious. I hope you enjoyed learning about this iconic Persian dish. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media platforms. I'll talk to you in my next video. Take care!